This is Lola Lee T. Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. So Stunna Girl was on live. She clarified that she never said she owned a home. She said all she did was post her house, and it seems people made assumptions. So my opinion is, as long as she got a roof over her head, that's all that matters. She did say that the house that she is about to own is in Miami, and she said people are monitoring what she has while they are broke. She did say the house in Vegas, she was renting to own it. And if y'all will recall, she lived at that house with Mula. And I think many people have their suspicions as to what happened at that Vegas house. I'm just going to leave it at that. She says bees be telling lies on her. They're hating because they're broke. And she was clearing up the lies. She said real life people that hate her, wish bad upon her, they're doing horrible right now. She did say that she never had financial struggles because she's a given person. She talked about one of her biggest mistakes, which was to allow someone around her that tries to siphon her energy or tried to siphon her energy. She said she started gaining weight, getting acne, bad skin. She didn't look like herself. And she called that person a warlock that was trying to feed off her light. So she seemingly says there's someone speaking on her, but in turn, they were doing what they are accusing her of doing. And she was talking about some really deep stuff, destiny swapping, witches and warlocks that she has encountered. And I do agree there are witches out there and there are warlocks. I do agree with that. And she talked about one woman in particular that has wanted to destiny swap with her for the last 10 years. And she didn't say any names. So guys, the focus of this chat today was warlocks and witches. That was a discussion. She was giving her chat the signs, as to what to look out for, especially the warlock men. And she did some crazy story times. She talked about some of the stuff that she did, when she was younger. And oh my God, she said that her mom kicked her out of the house when she was in the 4th grade, sent her to go live with her mom's foster mom. And that woman seemed to be insane. She was like the insane church lady. She talked about when she was in jail, when she was in the juvenile section, and her adventures there. Damn, Stunna was so bad when she was younger. Oh my God, she was so bad. Oh my God. Imagine getting kicked out of your house when you're like in the 4th grade. That is crazy. So guys, check this out.
And it's just so funny because it's like I be posting my house, but it's like, when did I ever say that I owned this house? Like, I never said that. I never even said anything. I just posted my house. Like, but I gotta get the Twitch room together. So like, this is my little leg lamp. It's gonna go on top of here, and I have like some cheetah couches coming and whatever. But the house that I am about to own is in Miami, babes. The house is by the water. I've been told y'all. If y'all see me in a house with marble by the water, that's the house that I own, boo. It's just females are such haters and monitoring spirits. Oh, look, y'all, I got this new carpet. Females are such haters and monitoring spirits that it's like, others just really sit there and try to, my whole life. And it's like, girl, you're broke. You don't have nothing going on. You're way older than me. We can just keep going. We could just keep going down the list. Even when I had that crib in Vegas, I was renting to own, or whatever it was called, and I didn't want it no more. And I'm actually glad, because look what happened at that house. Well, y'all don't even know what happened at that house, but yeah, some shit happened at that, and it's like, thank God I didn't put my eggs all in one basket, and I be smart with what I do. I've always just lived in big houses. Like, that's not nothing. It's not, that's like grown up. The thing is, these don't be used to having, so they sit here and try to pick at me. But it's like, Real tea. On some real tea, I really get paid off my music. I'm just not a female that's gonna sit here and post every month. I get 2 checks off my music. I'm really paid, like, and that breaks hearts. I don't know why. That's why they're not paid, because they're always hating on the next female. Like, I don't sit around hating on the next, like, every time I say something about me, it be a lie. Oh, you roommate with your friend. My friend has her own house in New York. She hasn't even been here. When I was at dude's house on the street, she literally told y'all out her own mouth. Like, I haven't even been to her house, only one time. What else? Ain't cause broke, don't have sitting around trying to figure out how I got what I got. God gave it to me, boo. God gave it to me, boo. Take that up with God. Yes, God keeps blessing me and making me a table right in front of my haters' faces. Every time. Every time. God, yeah, Ruth's from New York and she live in New York. We don't even live by each other. God keeps making my table right in front of my haters' faces every time. Every time. It's not a time. If I'm down, it's because of a physical situation, not because of financial troubles. I haven't had financial troubles since I was 20. I can't even say 20. I was up when I was 20. I'm lying. I haven't had financial troubles since... Damn, I can't even remember last time. Oh, it was before I had my deal. When I got my first deal. That's when it could say what they could say about me. But I've been getting money off music since I was 18. When I turned 19, I finally got the biggest check of my life, and it changed my life. I never had to go back. I never had to resort back to the streets. I never had to, like, I've been getting paid off music. And I went independent in, like, 2021. So I went independent in 2021, and that's how I get paid. Like, do we gotta go log into my distro account, boo? But so every time somebody come out here saying something about me, it literally is like, you can't say so. God keeps making my table right in front of you, boo. Every time you see me, I'm doing better. I'm doing bigger. Like, every time, I'm doing bigger and better. Let me stop doing that for TikTok. Do something crazy to me. But, yeah, God's never gonna bless no miserable, hating, mad because you ain't make it in life spirit. When you see me out here winning, clap for me. You might just get a blessing. Every person that ever did me wrong, was a hater, is doing bad in life. Bad, like terrible. Like, I haven't met one person yet that went against this that's doing great in life. Like, and I'm not talking about no, like, petty little arguments on Instagram. I'm not talking about none of that, all this. Like, y'all be bringing up fake reality TV shit. I'm talking about people in real life that hate me, despise me, talk about me, wish bad upon me. They're all doing horrible. Their life is in turmoil. It's in pieces, like, in pieces. I don't have to say nothing because life is built to, like, every person that went against me is doing horrible. Life is, do I have to say this again? Life is in turmoil. So they just be watching me from the sidelines like, oh, how does she have what she have? Why is God doing this? Why is God doing that? God's going to continue to bless me and give me my blessings, okay? He's going to continue to give me my blessings every time. A little bit more lip gloss. God's going to continue to bless me, continue to give my blessings, because I'm not a stingy-hearted person. In real life, I do people right. That's the difference. In real life, these females doing their kids wrong. They doing their kids wrong, touching their kids being CPS. Start right there. We're going to start off with their kids. They doing their kids crazy. Then they snaking their partners out. They're snakes. They're lying about their life. They're manipulating. They're running around being manipulators, lying, doing hella just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like karmic energy. They don't take care of their family. Like, the list goes on. When I first got my money, I was living at my friend's house. Rude. She'd tell you out her own mouth. I flew my family out, and I didn't even have nowhere to live. The first people I gave some money to was my family. I didn't buy myself jewelry until like 2 years later. I had close to $1 million at that time at a young age. I already touched the M, already did that. But instead of running straight to the jewelry store, I gave my money. I gave my family money. Plenty of money. Gave them money. Even if they don't appreciate me now and whatever, they feel like I owe them money still. I don't care what people feel like. But anyways, I didn't just go run to the jewelry store and how everybody else did and go buy 20 chains. I barely got me a nice chain probably like a couple years ago. I was more so doing for people. Everybody that was around me was taken care of. Kids taken care of. That's just the type of person I am. If I come to your house, you ain't got no groceries, I'm gonna put groceries in your house. I've been like that since before I had rap money. That's my spirit. That's my spirit. When I was a trap, I come to your house, you don't got groceries, I'm gonna fill your house up with groceries. Cause what? I'm there, I'm staying there, or whatever the case may be. If I'm staying out, whatever. Always been that type of person. You're late on your rent and I'm in your house, I'm gonna help you. I've always been like that. You're late on the rent and I'm in the vicinity. I'm sleeping at your house because I'm about to go somewhere or something. We getting ready at your spot. I could be like on a friend's weekend. If I overhear my partner saying like, oh, whatever, it don't even gotta be my partner. My partner done brought me to bitches' houses I didn't even know, and I just overheard a conversation like, oh, you know what? Damn, I'm late on the rent. And they wasn't saying it on purpose towards me. It could be like I was going to the bathroom and I heard it. Like, oh, is she late on her rent? I'm gonna look out for her. She good. Like, I always been that type of person. Always. Like, that's just how I am. Like, and that's why God is always blessing me. And I don't do this for validation. It's so much I done did that they never came on the internet and said, ain't never gonna give me my credit for. I don't give it about credit. That's not why I did it. It's because it made me feel good. And it made whatever God puts on my heart, I'm gonna do. That's why I put on my Twitter when I said God uses me as a vessel. He truly does. I see a stranger walking down and they make me feel like I have a genuine connection or story to them. Or even if I just see somebody just who's, is less fortunate, I'm gonna give them some, like, that's just what it is. Like, and nobody's gonna change that about me. I've had my mom talk about me and say, oh, I feel like you're what's it called? You're overgiving or whatever. But guess what? That's why my blessings be 3 times. My blessings always be 3 times as big. That's why I never have financial struggles, because I'm a giving person. Okay? So can't nobody sit up on this internet and try to think they're clocking me. What are you clocking, boo? I'm up. Like, sorry. God's always preparing my table right in front of you, babes. It's nothing to clock. It's nothing to clock. There's nothing you can clock. Straight up. That's why for the last, 10 years? Or no, I calculated that wrong. For the last 8 years, I have not had any financial struggles, thanks to God. And I'm very blessed to say that. And I give all my praise to the man above. There's nobody else. I give all my praise to the man above. I give all my praise to the man above because he helped me make the right decisions in life. Even if I may have let the wrong people around me. Even if I may have, like I said, my only regret in life, if I had a regret, is letting certain people come around me that didn't deserve to be around me, or responding to certain people that I shouldn't have responded to. Because a lot of people will try to steal your energy, steal your light. That is a very real thing. There's warlocks out here. There's witches. All these things are very true. I dealt with a warlock and didn't know. Feed off my light to the point where now it's so crazy. Like when I watch videos about warlocks and witches, it's like, I'd be like, wow. Like, and mind you, these people will tell you who they are. Pretty sure. Like, y'all know that. They'll say like, I'm fighting demons. You gotta listen to things people say. I'm fighting demons all the time. Why do you always fighting demons? Because you're a demon. They'll say things like, oh, I feel like I'm not from this planet. Just, crazy weirdo stuff. What is that? They'll say things like, the females will say things like, oh, I have a connection outside of this world. I can read people's minds. Like that. But anyways, people like me and people that have a big light that people can see, they try to siphon that energy y'all literally watched somebody try to siphon my energy. It was playing out right in y'all face. I started gaining weight. My skin was breaking out. I literally didn't even look like myself. Like, those are all the signs. At the time, I didn't know, but now when I think back to it, I'm like, damn, like, and they try to feed off people like me's lights. Your skin will start breaking out. You start having weight that you don't normally have. What else was going on with me? And while the whole time they're trying to suck the energy out of you, they're getting more, they're taking your energy. So now they're starting to look bigger than what the hell they actually are. Especially in Hollywood, these people are manipulators. They're not like, can go to LA and be whoever they want to be. Men, women, like, I've always lived in my truth. I always said, you can't expose me. You can't expose me. I expose myself, boo. I'm real with what I done did and what I done had to live through and what I done endured. I didn't have a normal life. I wasn't a kid that grew up in a suburban home and had parents that went to college. Ain't nobody never finished college in my family. Like, and if they did, they had to be in CPS or something. It wasn't just, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen nobody work a 9-to-5 job. Every person around me was getting it out the streets, in jail. Like, and that's what I grew up with. And, you know, so I'm real about that. I live in my truth. I don't give a can't come on this talking about you or this and you or that. Half the time, they be it too and be lying. Or was it first? I know it's that come on here all the time speaking on me. And she was literally the first, like, it'd be insane. But, you know, back to what I was saying, a lot of these could be warlocks and a lot of these witches, and you gotta pay attention to the signs. And it's so crazy because I remember I went on live like 6 months ago, and I was saying this, and people thought, I didn't know what the word warlock was yet. And I remember I was on live, and I was like, it literally be like trying to steal my energy, and people thought I was just like boosting up my ego, or I'm just so into myself. But in reality, I didn't know how to explain what I was really trying to say. I was saying how to destiny swap with you. And I didn't understand. I didn't know the word warlock and all that. I didn't know those words. So I was just like, yeah, to really be trying to destiny swap with you, that's what I do too. But these people are all warlock and witches. Like, they'll try to destiny swap with you. I promise you. I have so many, oh my gosh, I could just go into stories. But when I was on live explaining it, people were just like, oh, you're so full of yourself. No, this is a real thing going on. This is a real thing going on. I have got a destiny swap with me every other day. Like, what are we talking about? That's been on the internet for the last 10 years talking about me. I've never acknowledged it, and is literally mad about my life. She want to destiny swap with me so bad. She's made a career out of talking about me, hating on me, just sitting on the sideline like an evil little witch, watching my whole entire life, trying to just like find any way to feed off my light. Like, that is a real thing. Like, I don't know why people think this is a game. It's not a game. There's a lot of evil monitoring spirits. Like, you feel me? Like, it's a lot. Yes, they be overly obsessed. I promise you. Those mainly be the people. The warlocks, they'll just be, even as if you ever thought that was a warlock, right? When you get away from that warlock, he turns into a stalker. You'll have a stalker for the rest of your life. I promise you. You shake a warlock, baby, he is going to be a stalker for the rest of your life. You got you a new stalker, baby. Yeah, if y'all know what I'm talking about, man, they ain't woke. They are not woke. It's ain't nothing I'm saying crazy. This is real tea, baby. Real, very real tea. You are going to have a stalker. That man is either he's going to shrivel out or he's going to try to find another source of energy, another source of light to feed off of. And if he can't find another source of light to feed off of, boo, you got yourself a stalker for the rest of your life. I'm telling you, it's that I should put restraining orders on, like, in real time, that bother me, pop up every other couple months, bothering me, have been doing this consecutively for the last years. Some has been 10 years straight. Some, like, it's a real thing. Like, I promise you, it ain't no, I'm speaking in general about warlocks and witches if you have missed the chat. Okay? If you're late to the chat, where's my damn makeup brushes? If you are late to the chat, oh, I should do my makeup on here to show y'all how I do my makeup. If you are late to the chat, that is what I'm talking about. Warlocks and witches. That is the discussion. Okay? So these people, they will, if they can't destiny swap with you, they can't steal your source of light and siphon your energy from you, they become your #1 stalkers. They are going to stalk you and bother you till they can't no more. It's like a couple of, man, they pop up every couple months bothering me. You just got to let God deal with it. You got to let God deal with them. But these warlock men, I'm going to tell y'all the signs since I didn't know at the time, okay? The signs will always, these warlock men, this is how they'll make you feel. They'll tell you stuff like, say for instance, you're a female and you already got all your things together. As you're with the man, he'll start to make it seem like he's the reason why. When he knows he has not helped you, he was not there for the process. He'll start trying to make it seem like he's the reason, like he's the source of the light, when really it's you. But he'll start trying to make it seem like he's just been down for the cause. He's been there. Y'all got. Don't get me started. The warlock men will literally make you feel like you have nobody. They'll sit there and they'll tell you things about your family. We're all we got. Whole time you got a whole family. They'll sit there and they don't want you to be friends with nobody. They'll start picking at your friends. Oh, your friend this and that. Whole time you really want to eat my friend up. But they'll start trying to like pick at your relationships because they don't want you to have nobody. They don't want anybody there telling you like, there's something wrong with them. Ooh, don't let you be on some type of alcohol or something and like messing up your thinking. Only reason why I didn't notice at the time what I was dealing with, because I was sipping lean and my brain was on some whole, I was grieving. Oh, don't let you be having a traumatic experience going on. They really feed off that. Woo! Don't let you be going through some trauma or death or something. Ooh, they feed off that. But anyways, they'll be telling you things about your friends and things that are not true. They'll try to get you by yourself and so they can plot. Do I gotta keep going? Your body will reject them. You'll start being like, ew, I don't like this, man. I don't like this. Your body will reject. Listen to your body. My body has done that. It was to the point where I remember I didn't even have SE, with the warlock man I was dealing with. I didn't do that with him. It was to the point where he would literally be like tug of warring with me over my pants. Like, you about to grape me? Like, like that. Like, your body will reject, like, ugh, like, I don't want to, and you'll be thinking in your head, like, damn, I'm not attracted to it, I don't like it. No, your body is giving you signs. If your body ain't doing that, your skin will start breaking out. For those of y'all that are late, I'm talking about warlock men and witches and women like that. Your skin will start breaking out. You'll start gaining weight. Man, I can show y'all a video on my phone where my skin just broke out, and I'm all like, what? My skin, I've never had pimples. But it wasn't dawning on me what the fuck was going on. My skin was so broken out, bro. And I kept going and getting facials and like trying to find everything to fix it. And really it's because I'm dealing with a warlock. Like, but I didn't know. I didn't even know what that word was. I just didn't know. My body, I'm telling y'all the signs though. Your body is going to tell you. Skin's going to get nasty. Your eating habits, because they the type of that shaking they sleep when they sleeping, talking about it was a bad dream, or always telling you they fighting demons. What else? Girl, the list goes on. Like, what's a warlock? It's basically like a witch man. A man that's a witch, a demon. Just like that. For witchy let's get on them too. Those will be the type of that'll always just pop up thinking they know so much information about you but don't like you. They're always monitoring you. Every chance they get, they're talking about you because they feel like they can siphon your energy through talking about you. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's take the notes. They pop up thinking they know your whole life. Mind you, these guys are supposed to hate you, don't like you. In reality, if you don't with somebody, you ain't supposed to be monitoring them. And these are witchy warlocks. Like, they are literally trying to siphon your energy and destiny swap with you. You need to be paying attention. Like, if they can't get around you, ooh, girl, it's war. In reality, these want to be around you, but they can't get around you. This is the only way they can siphon your energy, by coming on this and talking about you every other day. You like, damn, you would think you would have a by now. Your kids would be more of a forefront focus for you, a focal point for you. You would have a job by now. No, their job is monitoring you. Trying to siphon your energy. Sitting around wondering why. Why does Chanel have a new car? How did Chanel get this car? Why does Chanel have a new job? They're always going to be right there. Like, yeah, she did. Like, these is that one a destiny swap, which copying everything you do, girl. And then trying to say you're copying them. Copying everything you do, but doing it like the cheap version, like the Wish version. You know what I'm saying? They doing it the Wish version. You the Wish, trying to be the Wish version of a... Copies everything you do. Your mannerisms, how you dress, everything. Literally damn near trying to take the same steps as you. You started a lash business, that coming lash business, bundle business right after yours. Then talking about you, trying to siphon that energy. Why her lash business going and mine's ain't like... I'm telling you, it's a real thing out here. It's a real thing. It's to the point where motherfuckers are getting restraining orders around this. Woo! Let's not go into that topic. But anyways, y'all, tomorrow I got a show. Thank you, friend. I heard you said I was cute. Thank you, friend. Tomorrow I got a show in LA. Y'all pop out. I need to be doing my damn video drop. I don't know where I put my other phone though. I think I left it downstairs. Anywho, I got a show tomorrow in LA. We finna get it busting in that. I got a show tomorrow. We finna go up. I love y'all too. And you know what? I'm just super focused on my rollout with my music. I know y'all always be seeing me just doing, and I be in a lot of, you know, I be outside. And I know you're like, where's the music? Once again, I'm a business girly. I handle all my business by myself, my advisors, my lawyers. I literally just fired one of my lawyers and had to go source out a new lawyer, hire him. It's just like the business side of music is very complex. So this is what I want y'all to understand. The difference between me and other females is they have a team. They have a machine around them. They have labels helping them. You know, like they just have a label is a machine at the end of the day. I'm not signed to a label. When I'm telling y'all I'm independent. And I'm not saying that to just toot my own horn. I'm talking about I go on the computer and I drop my own music. I get my cover art made. I drop my music. I have to get my beats cleared. So yeah, it's going to take me a little bit longer than the average girl, but guess what? It's worth it in the end because I get to see my money, okay? So when I was wondering how, Stunna Girl ain't dropped no music, but she's able to go into the mall and spend $10,000 and because I'm independent and I see my money. That's how it's set up. I get 2 checks every month, okay? When you're assigned to a label, you get 1 check every album. And you got to make that check last. Whether you invest that check, spend that check, blow through that check, which 90% of people going to blow through that check because why? Most of us are coming out of poverty. Most of us are coming from the, you know, like we don't have any guidance with this. That's how it was when I got my first check. I didn't have any guidance. Everything I know now, I had to bump my head down the road and I had to learn that. I done bumped my head already. I done been down the road. I done learned that. So now I'm able to be financially stable and comfortable. I'm seeing my money. I'm seeing my checks every month, whether I drop new music or not. I have songs that are on Apple Music, on YouTube, on all these platforms that are going to pay me the rest of my life. You think I don't care if you don't listen to my music? There's people out there in the world that are getting in their cars and they're like, play Stunna Girl at this. Every time they say click and play Stunna Girl, I'm getting paid. Okay? Like, so back to what I was saying. Yeah, I have to take the proper steps. I'm the one clearing my music. I'm the one sourcing out my beats. I'm the one sourcing out my videographers. I'm the one paying for my videos. I'm the one paying for my studio sessions. I'm the one. You get what I'm saying? I'm the machine. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, it's gonna take me a little bit longer. I don't compare myself to people though. I'm on my own path, and it's always been that. It's girls that start rapping after me and you know, is getting Grammys, and that's claps to them. I'm proud. Any girl that's getting in the rap game, I want to see them succeed. I am not a hater. I don't compare myself. I don't do any of that. I know what God has for me, and I'm on my own path. I know one thing about me, though. My music sounds different from everybody's. My topics are always going to be different. I already know I got that fire, that funk, that sugar, everything in between. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody's on a different path. That's why people that are outsiders or commentators and spectators, they like to compare people and this. So I'm telling y'all the difference between a lot of independent people and people that have the label machine behind them. The people that don't got the label machine are always, it's going to be a slower pace, baby, but, you know, the turtle always wins the race. You dig what I'm saying? So my whole time, even though y'all be seeing me on here, yes, in drama, and y'all be seeing other things besides the music, at the end of the day, I'm a brand. And outside of music, I do other things. But while I'm doing those other things, I'm always getting the music done. Like I said, I'm in the middle of Jamaica on vacation. Come on, let's go to the studio. Getting records from international artists. And I own these songs. That's the difference. I'm not turning it into a label. They not taking 80 or 100% of my money. Okay? Like, I like my race, and I like my speed. It's my journey, and it's how I'm going to cook it. You feel what I'm saying? It's how I'm going to rock it. But that doesn't mean ain't nothing getting done, baby. I'm probably sitting on 2 month checks. Okay. So anyways, my next step coming up is I'm going to be dropping the Really Her video. And I'm actually going to put my time, my effort into it. Like, it ain't going to be just video I just at the trap house. You dig what I'm saying? It's going to be a very nice video. I'm going to spin a bag on it. And I'm going to start my rollout. Now, on the business side of things, my beats are getting cleared right now by lawyers. They're in, like, every song I do is damn near from a different producer. It's not like I did a tape with one producer. So, like, you know, they could just hash it out. No, my lawyer is having to source out, man, and it gets so crazy with the beats. To come to me, I'm thinking I get a beat off. It's 3 that made the beat, and one saying he did it, and then so it's like it'd be a lot. So my lawyer is having to source out each producer, get their splits together, get the, you know, I'm not dropping no music, and I don't have an agreement with the producer. I done been through some crazy in the industry with producers, and nowadays these producers, they'll post a beat for $200, but I get on the beat, now it's $20K, or it's $10,000 or $5,000. Something that they ain't never even, like, this industry is crazy, I tell you, they be trying it. Like, I'm giving you a chance for your beat to be heard. Your beat probably had 200 views on it, nobody was gonna use it, or nobody at least was gonna make a hit on it. I decide, this is how I do. I don't judge people off how many followers they got. I don't judge people off, you know, if they're famous. Some artists only work with famous producers. They only work with other famous people. I don't do that. If I see an artist and it got 200 followers, but I like your music, I'm going to put you on my tape. I don't give a, because I can see the future. If I go on YouTube and I get a beat package and I like one of them beats, I go to your page and you got 300 followers, that's not going to change how I feel about you. I'm going to hop on the beat. But when I hop on the beat, don't start saying this $200 beat is now $20,000. That's how you going to feel yourself up in the end, because I'm going to scratch the whole song and I'm not going to push straight up. That's how I do it every time I think they playing with me. So anyways, it be look like that, like it's like behind the scenes that y'all have no idea about, like that be happening with music. So to avoid all the, I make sure that my P's and Q's is in line before I drop anything. I gotta make sure my P's and Q's is in line, then producer agreements is signed. What else? I'm not gonna spend $15,000 on a video and then you come back and try to tell me I owe you for a beat. So no, I'm gonna always make sure my P's and Q's is in line. And that's what I've been doing. So the whole time y'all thinking I'm quiet and I'm not doing music, I'm working every time. Oh, look at my nails. Y'all like my nails? These are cute. All right, let's do a story time. What y'all wanna do a story time about? Nails are so pretty. Thank you. Let's do a story time. Okay, a scary story. A scary story? I'm trying to think in my life when it was I ever scared of something. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I'm really not let me think. I don't know. I've never really been a scary time. Okay, I can tell y'all a story. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all a story about a fight I had in middle school. And this is why, I'm going to tell you, matter of fact, this is why I'm not scary. Because this is how I was raised. So let's get some background stories. So anyways, boom, I'm going to school. I'm like 7th grade. I had 2 girls I was cool with. So bam, I go to one of their houses, like I'm cool with her. But the other girl I'm cool with too. So we come in from school, I see her boyfriend talking to her. So I'm like, okay, that's hella weird. I was that type of friend that'd tell you like, hey, yo dude. So bam, I tell the other girl like, I seen he was like kissing up on her. Boom, she's devastated. This is really her boyfriend. So I tell the other girl, she tells the other girl that I told her that. So boom, I just remember walking in the cafeteria, right? And everybody staring at me. They all at a table just all eyeing me. So I already felt the vibes. I'm all like, okay, like what's on type. Man, I sit at the table. I tell them, oh no, they tell me first. They she thought she was pressing me. She come up to me. She was like, so what'd you tell her? What'd you tell her? I'm like, what are you talking about? She like, oh, you told her my best friend was kissing on me and woo, woo, woo. I said, yeah, I told her because he was. So, bam, she just got the pop and he like, I don't remember exactly what the girl was saying, but she's like, oh, if he wants to da-da-da-da-da. Bro, I got so mad, I'm just like this. I stand back, because she, with all her friends, she had her own group of friends too, the other girl had her own group of friends. So she like, yeah, if he want to kiss on me, he can do-do-do-do. But like, she thinking she pressing me, so I stand back and I go, if anybody wanted, they could get it. Just like that, and I walk off. Nobody say nothing. When I say it, I look at them. Nope, everybody's mouth is like, nobody say nothing to me. So I'm like, all right, did my walk off, right? Girl, I go home and tell my mom this. She like, what the? You ain't take off on one of them? I'm like, no. She like, so that's all you said? Anybody want it, they can get it, and you think you hella tough by saying that? I'm like, yeah, I told any of them if they wanted, they could get it. And I looked at the whole crowd, didn't it? She like, nah. This is what we gonna do. I'm gonna take you back to school the next day. All I know is I'm gonna park outside the gate. You better have snatched that before the bell ring, or I'm beating your. I'm like, oop. So bam, I'm like, all right. I thought I did myself by telling them any wanted they could get it. I'm like, nah. So bam, I go to school the next morning, right? I'm ready. I just go. I just remember walking around the campus looking for somebody, I was looking for that thought she was pressing me. Boom, I'm in the back of the school. Now my heart's racing because I know the bell about to ring and it's about to be first period. So I'm looking for this all over the school like a mad woman. I'm searching bathrooms. I'm in the back of the school. Boom, I finally see that she was like in the gym and she was coming out the gym. Immediately start thumping with her. We just thumping. They break it up. Bam, like school fights, they're hella fast. So bam, my mom come in, she played a role. She giving me that look like she mad at me, you know what I'm saying? Like looking at me playing a role. But I'm in the thing like, okay, I did my shit, bitch. The bell, I'm telling you, when I was fighting this girl, the bell literally had to ring while I was fighting her. So my mom come in the office, she playing the role, you know, looking at me crazy, like, we get in the car, she like, that's what you better have done. I was at home, suspended, eating ice cream, back on there. So it's like, no, I was taught at a very young age. I was taught at a very, even, I have stories way before that time, but I was taught at a very young age, it ain't no scary. It's either A, you gonna fight or you getting your ass whooped. And bitch, I'm not getting my ass whooped. Straight up. Like, but yeah, that was a funny little story. We can tell some more though. What school did you go to? Tell a love story. What do you mean a love story? Tell more. Have you ever... Ooh, y'all going fast. Let me screenshot this. Ooh, y'all going fast. Let me screenshot this. Okay, bam. Tell us what? Tell a stalker story. The first time. Oh, I can tell you the first time I hit a lick. I'll tell you that story. Okay, bam. I was in elementary, right? I'm in the 4th grade. So there's this in my grade, bam, she used to come to school with hellish ripsticks, Nintendos, had the iPod shuffle. You know what I'm saying? So she had a little snooty, little snobby, little... So, boom. I used to tell my little brothers, because mind you, when we was like that age, we really had a stealing problem. Like, we'd be taxing. We used to call it taxing. We'd tax everybody, like, tax-free, 5 fingers tax-free, you know what I'm saying? So we'd be taxing. So, anyways, I remember seeing her. She kept coming to school with hellish. Boom. We on our way to the corner store. We used to walk to the corner store we used to walk to the corner stores after school all the time. So one time we walk into the corner store, I see her go in her house. She lived in like a normal little like duplex. And I see where she lives. So I'm like, okay, that's where they live at. Bam, got that. Next day at school, I start being cool with her. And she's like, okay, you want to come to my house? Da-da-da-da-da. Bam, we go to her house. So now it's me and my little brothers in the house with her. She hella showing off her schluss, whatever. So I tell my little brothers, I'm like, hey, I'm finna talk to them in the room. Y'all start swiping it. They like, all right, swiping her basically. They start clearing out, taking it. We own that. So boom, I'm in the room. I'm distracting her. I was so bad out there. This is a bad story. I need to shut up. But anyways, bam, mind you, I'm in the 4th grade, so let's keep this in mind. This ain't nothing recent. I know they gonna try to clip for me like this is some reason. This ain't no recent. I was a 4th grader. So bam, I'm in the room talking to her. My little brother, he take her Nintendo. My other little brother take her ripstick. I see them because one of them had came on the window and walked past it, and that was like our little cue to go. So boom, I'm like, okay, woo, bam, we leave. Mind you though, when we're leaving, I was like, are you gonna lock your door? And she's like, my door don't lock. I'm like, oh, okay, the door don't lock. So bam, I go back home, right? It's like a month go by. We got this Nintendo, her ripstick, her iPod shuffle, bam. My mom tell me and my older brother we ain't finna have no Christmas. She tell us like, y'all hella bad. Mind you, my older brother, he used to say, she telling him like, you're hella bad, y'all two ain't having no Christmas. She tells me I'm not having a Christmas. She tell my older brother I'm not having a Christmas. So I'm like, yep, we crying. I'm crying and shit. Not my older brother. I'm crying because I ain't getting nothing for Christmas. So we go to the store, right? And I tell my brother, like, we gonna have our own Christmas. My older brother, bro, I'm gonna say, if he wasn't dead, man, we'd be sitting here telling stories. But anyways, I remember telling my brother, like, we gonna have our own Christmas. He like, what you mean? I'm like, you gonna see we gonna have our own Christmas. So we walk into the store. I tell my brother, I said, hey, I know, because he already was hitting licks. This was already like the professional flocker. I'm talking about, he used to always hit houses, used to come back with hellish. So, you know, I'm his little sister. I'm in 4th grade. He ain't thinking nothing of me. He thinking I'm playing. Like, I'm like, hey, I know which house. I know where a bitch live at, and her house be open. He like, man, stop playing with me. You playing. I'm like, I swear to God, her house is right here. Mind you, I was telling y'all, we at the corner store right where the little duplex house is. So he like, which door is it? I'm like, it's that door. He walk up to the door. He open the door. He like, close the door. He like, hell no, I'm not finna do that with you. You better. Woo. So I start getting hella mad. I'm like, come on, we need to go up in there. He's like, nah, you a little kid. I ain't playing. I ain't doing that with you. So I start stomping down the street. You know, when you younger and you stomping, you got an attitude. I start stomping down the street with an attitude. He was like, all right, then come on then. You think you with the then come on then. Then come on then. We on one then. We finna go get the bikes. Let's go. Man, we go back to our house. We grab 2 trash bags and we get on our bikes. Boom. We go back to our door still open. She got hella Christmas presents around that month. My brother starts taking all the Christmas presents in the bag. She had like a little 52-inch TV. He hands the TV to me. This where she tricky. So we clearing his house out. Man, we go get on the bikes. I'm hella little. You gotta think I'm 4th grade, bro. I'm smallest, skinny, little. And I got a big TV. You gotta think like to a 4th grader, short a 52-inch TV is like me holding an 80-inch TV right now. So he hand me the TV. I get on the bike and I'm trying to pedal and the bike ain't going nowhere because I can't hold the TV and pedal at the same time. So I start crying, like, I can't do it. He like, bro, no, you wanted to do this. Get to pedaling. I'm like, I can't. So I'm crying because I'm so frustrated that I can't pedal and hold the TV at the same time. He like, nah, pedal, get the go, we up out of here. Mind you, he got his whole bag full of presents. He own one. Bro, he started leaving me damn near. I'm screaming, crying like, I can't, it's too heavy. He said, hey, he turned his bike back around. He come and get the TV. He was like, it's your big head holding you down. I miss my brother blood. He like, it's your big head holding you down. Bam, he give me some of the presents that he got out the little package, and I end up holding some of the presents, and I get on my bike, and I go off with it. We go back to our house. We make it all the way back to the house. My mom, I remember like the window of our house was facing the driveway. So my mom already knew what time we was on. She see us through the window. She like, put that in the back. Bam, we had a back house. This is where my grandpa used to stay with his house, a real. So anyways, my grandpa see us coming in with all this. He like, put the bag down, come to the back. Bam, we go put all the shit on. I just remember Christmas came up. Me and my brother had all the presents with each other. We opening the presents. Tell me why. It was a bunch of Twilight books. He was mad as fuck some Twilight books. It had some good in there though. It had another wrist stick. It had one more Nintendo, but it was just Twilight books and clothes. We was sick. My brother though, later on down the line though, he stole my mama's car with me and he was dropping off the Twilight books to in the hood that he with. I'm gonna say one of the names from Old Park. Her name Marlena. Marlena, if you watching this story, you know when me and my brother came and we dropped that Twilight book off to you for Christmas. Clap that T. Marlena, if you see this video, reply to this video. She, you know. But yeah, brother dropped it off to her. Cause I remember me and her was talking about this shit later on down in life, like on Facebook and Instagram, whatever. But yeah, he was around the hood like Santa, dropping off Twilight books to clothes and all that other. But you know, it's just a good memory because I just remember like that Christmas, my mom told us we wasn't having no Christmas. And me and my brother went on a hidden lick rampage and we made our own Christmas, straight up. Y'all, I the Christmas. I miss my brother. Rest in peace to my brother, man. Y'all, I can't tell you trying to get me to incriminate myself. I'm not telling that story. It's still statute of limitations. Can't tell that story, y'all. One day, though. Alright, what's another one? Okay, I can tell y'all, I ain't gonna lie. My sister the other day, right? She was like, tell the story that how I just got into it with my mama. I'm just debating if I want to tell that story, but first time story. No. You're so beautiful. Thank you. Up and coming show. Y'all have a show tomorrow. If you're in LA, pop. Girl, do not. How you got into it with your mom. Baddie story. Y'all love y'all some baddies. Y'all be having me so weak with that. I just told a fight story, relationship story. Y'all got me on so many pages telling relationship stories. Let me think. We're in LA at the club called Catwalk. Y'all, I'm not telling no messy stories about other people, y'all. Come on now, why y'all be on my... I be feeling like it be kids behind those profiles, like when they be wanting to know like the messy ass tea about baddies. Like, don't get me wrong, I feel like as a grown up, like we're not like into that. Like, okay, now if you're like a kid watching it, I see why y'all will want to know like the little stories. But like, I feel like as grown, cause then I don't think girls be caring about that type of like. I feel like it's like kids that want to know the tea. You know what I'm saying? Like, little kids in high school and middle school, like, what happened on Daddy? Like, you know? Like, but as a grown-up, I'm a grown-up woman, so it just, like, it don't do it for me. It don't do it for me, y'all. 100% true. Exactly. Let's do a different story time. Your come-up story. Tell a horror story. Bro, my memory, I ain't gonna lie too, like, my memory be just, like, I know hold on. Your first time getting kicked out. Ooh, y'all don't know about my first time getting kicked out. Okay, so my first time getting kicked out, I was once again in the 4th grade. My first time getting kicked out, I was in the 4th grade. I swear to God. Basically, right, remember all the stuff I told you me and my brothers was running around doing? We was running around stealing hidden leagues hella bad, right? So my brother went to school and he had got caught with some, and something happened with him. So this is what I remember. I remember the police came to our house, right? And they had my brother in the back of the police car. And I was watching through the front window. You know what I'm saying? I see everything that's going on. So the police came and they told my mom, like, hey, we gonna have to search the house, da-da-da-da-da-da, or take him to jail. Which one? Mind you, at this time, I can't even say this on Instagram. Okay, look, at this time, it's too much going on in my house. They selling, you know, all that type of big ARs in the attic, chops everywhere, all these things, you know, all these, you know, GRUGSs. So anyways, when they came to the front door, I always asked my mom this, like, why did you do this? But I didn't understand at the time. You know, I'm a little kid. I just see my best friend. Like, my older brother was my best friend. Like, he was my partner in crime. So think about it. I'm seeing my partner in crime in the back of the damn police car, and I'm like, let my brother out the car. Like, that's what I'm thinking. I don't give if they telling my mama, like, hey, we finna hit this house or take him to jail. She go like that. I'm like, what? When I think about this story, it brings up so much memories. Okay, look. So I see her wave them off, and I'm just like, what? My brother about to go to jail? I start screaming, you put my brother in jail! My mom come back in, she like, what are you talking about? They hit the house, we all going down. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, no, you put my brother in jail! Screaming and crying. She like, bop, 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 bop. Start ragtag, triple dog dragging. This is the first time I ever hit her. My mom had just got her done. I remember her was like, she had me on the bed like in a crazy chokehold or something. I said, bam, kicked her in the right where she had just got it done. She like, nah, you getting up out my house. You gotta go. You gotta get up out my right now. I'm like, you put my brother in jail. You know, I'm just losing my mind because this is my partner in crime. Like, so bam, after the little scuffle between me and her, kicked her in her titty. She like, you gotta get out. She dragging me by my hair, like, you getting on my... You know what's so crazy now that I think about it? Parents back then were so violent. Like, they were like, what? I used to get beat. Like, my head used to get slammed in the washers and dryers, socked in the chest, beat with extension cords. Like, we used to get our whooped. Like, the kids nowadays, it'd be like, y'all too soft parenting. What? My mom be letting my little sisters have boyfriends. I remember my sister getting dragged off the bunk bed for texting her phone, getting her ass beat damn near till she was black and blue and kicked out. Now you can have a whole boy come over. So anyways, she like, this little gotta get out my bitch, dragging my, walking with my head like she gotta go. Like, bam. She throw me outside. She like, I'm sick of this, doing hella much, woo woo. My grandpa come out. My grandpa was like, no, that's fuck. Put her back in the house. She like, no, I'm finna send her. She finna go. So basically what she ended up doing was she ended up sending me with her foster mom. She has this like, I can get into those stories too. She this church lady, right? And she like at the time she was like a crazy church lady. Like, you know how it be some people that are like really church addicts. Like, you can't paint your nails. You can't, like, whatever. She was one of those type of church ladies. So mind you, she was the lady, I'm going to tell you that story too. Like, she was the lady that beat me out of me saying the B word. Like, when I was a little kid, I really had my first word they always said was the B word. Like, that was my favorite word. So I remember my mom sent me over there and she had whooped my ass about that. So anyways, she was like, nah, she finna go to mother house. She going to mother house. I'm like, mother house? What? So yeah, she ended up sending me to mother house. And I ended up having to live with mother. And that's like a whole nother story. She was, girl. So anyways, I remember when I was leaving, my grandpa was like, my grandpa Leon. But anyways, you sending my granddaughter away, do. So in reality, I got kicked out the house when I was in the 4th grade. Y'all are so funny. I ended up going to juvenile hall. My first time going to juvenile hall, I ended up going from mother's house. And that's how mother ended up sending me back. Like, that's how I got kicked out from mother's house. She got tired of me too. She kicked my out too. Yep. But I remember mother, she was very like, she was a crazy church lady. Like, she didn't play that shit. You couldn't paint your nails. You couldn't wear your hair a certain way. Your skirt had to be like to your knees. So, you know, like, it was like a whole 360 going to her house. And I just remember thinking in my head, like, this old lady got me bent. Like, I'm not gonna follow her rules. Like, what? So I remember I tried to play with her. We got into it so many times. She was very strict. Like, she didn't play that. So I remember this particular time I got into it at school. And she was like, come to my room, come to my office. She had an office. And her office had nothing but Bibles. She had like spirit scriptures on the wall. She had all her Bibles. She had a long switch or whatever you call it. It was like a stick that she had beat me with, right? So bam. She like, hold this Bible and read this scripture and stand on one leg. And if your leg drops, I'm gonna whoop your whatever, right? So I'm like, what? She like, get over there now, stand on one leg. So, bam, I'm holding the Bible, but it's hard to do that. So I remember standing on one leg like this and holding the Bible and reading it. And she like, if your leg drops, I'm on you. The leg dropped. She get back on one leg. I'm back on one leg, trying to stand up and read the Bible. I couldn't. So man, she's switching me. Get back on one leg. Now I'm screaming. Now I'm on the floor. I'm like, nah, I can't get on one leg. I can't. Like, you just gonna do what you're gonna have to do on my soul. She had to do what she had to do, and I went to sleep. But she'd do crazy like that, make me stand on one leg. And mind you, this was my mom's foster mom. This is who she kicked me out to. She thought that lady was gonna reform me and rehabilitate me, but it did the complete opposite. Bro, I was so bad, that lady sent me back. She sent me back. She couldn't deal with me no more. She loved me though to this day. I'll go stop by and see her. You know, I'm older now, so I don't hold no ill will. You know, like, I was in the 4th grade. I don't hold no ill will towards her. You know, I knew she was coming from a spiritual loving place, I guess. But I remember I tried to her. That's like how everything fell out. So I just remember something told me the day before to go down. So that's what I did before I even got in trouble. And I had a teddy bear, right? And it had a little pocket in it. So I put in a teddy bear. So tell me why the next day I get in trouble again. But this time, mind you, my teddy bear, it used to be on the floor. It was a big teddy bear, like one of those big giant teddy bears. So bam, me and her getting into it, and she started stomping me out. This lady was like a 6 foot. She was like one of those like African spiritual ladies, like smooth chocolate skin that wore the head wraps, like one of those, okay? So she had a mean iron fist, a mean leg, like her, she kicked you, you're going down, like she was a big lady, like, anyways. So bam, we're getting into it. I don't remember exactly what I did or what pertained to this situation, but matter of fact, I think I painted my nails. It was something like that, like I painted my nails, and when I would go to school, I would change my outfit. So I guess she found out about it, whatever. Bam, she started trying to, I fall on the floor. I fall right next to the teddy bear. And it's crazy because the day before something told me to get this teddy bear and do what I did. So bam, when I fall on the floor to the teddy bear, I immediately grabbed it under and I just started swinging. Trying to get with her program. Yo, when I'm telling you, that lady took her leg and went like this. Bam. And boom, hit my whole wrist. My pop with that. She like, don't ever, don't you ever She like, don't you ever. Girl, this lady gonna make me cut with scissors. That was my punishment. After she whooped she gonna give me a pair of scissors and tell me to go outside, and this is how I'm cutting it. Like, girl, I done been through this as a kid. I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized. She gave me some scissors after whooping my little scratch. She got my program. What? Playing that church lady when I was in the 4th grade. Anyways, then my punishment, I'm thinking like, damn, I just got my little telly. That lady gave me a pair of scissors and made me go outside and cut with the scissors. That was my punishment for what I had did. So I'm in the hot sun with a pair of scissors, cutting the bushes, y'all, I got stories for days, right? They said, don't play with mother. Lady had me cutting grass with scissors, y'all. That was my punishment. Juvie stories. Okay, juvie stories. Let's get into juvie. Okay, I was so bad in juvie. I went to Kiefer Youth Detention Facility in Sacramento, right? That's like East Sacramento. You know, if you know, you know. If you're from there, if you know, you know. If you don't, you slow. So anyways, when I got to Kiefer, I was really bad. I just felt like my life was over. You feel me? Like I was in there for some serious, and I was on that. I felt like I wasn't going home, so I don't got no reason to be good. So I gave a problem to everybody. I'm talking about, this is the type of I would do. I would take everybody's program. And basically that means like, say they tell me I gotta go to my room, I'll start cracking the code so everybody program is took. I would flood the unit. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all a flooding the unit story. So bam, I get into a fight, right? And they put me in my room. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna take all your program. I'm taking all y'all program. And I used to do this type of on purpose because I wanted to fight me. I wanted them to have a reason to be coming out trying to fight. So anyways, I go to my room, right? I would sit on top of my, I would sit on top of my toilet. No, it wasn't a toilet. Okay, so basically that's something in my eye. I would sit on top of my toilet, right? This eyelash hurt. I would sit on top of my toilet, and mind you, the toilet is like connected to the sink, and basically whatever. So I would sit on top of the sink, and I would put my sweater in my toilet, and I would put my feet up on the sink like this, and I just start pressing the button. Boom. Mind you, my room is at the top of the tiers. So when the water would come down flooding, it would get everywhere. It would get on the below me, everywhere. Until the police come and they take me out the room and put me in the front. Just all over the place. So anyways, I would do that on purpose. So I would take programs, and then all the time I would want to get moved, and I would want to go to like the front where the CEOs be. Because when you go to the front, you get to. So that would be my goal. Like, no, this is when I was in the hall, juvenile hall. I think I was about 12. What grade would that be? 8th grade or something? With 9th grade? Whatever. I started going to juvie when I was like 12. Anyway, so I would flood the unit so that programs would get took. So bam, y'all said 7, 6, 7. Ooh, probably 7th grade, 8th grade, 13, 12. Bro, I don't know. When y'all be asking me my age, just know I was a little kid. I was a little 13, 14, whatever. Juvenile hall days. So anyways, I'm trying to think of the story that we got letters here. Oh, me fighting. So bam, they start letting me back out my room. They would do it to me like put me on 30-day lockdown, 40 days lockdown, 60-day lockdown. That's how bad I was. So on this particular day, I remember going to school in juvie, and I always would be asking where they was from. That's how a lot of the fights with me would start. Cause I come to the table and I be like, hey, where you from? Like, say the wrong thing, it's up. Like, I was on that. I was really about that Stunna gang life, Stunna gang. Like, that's the gang I was from. It was that, like, Stunna gang, baby. So anyways, that day I remember I seen this chick, and she didn't look like nobody that I knew. So boom, I go sit by her. I'm like, hey, where you from or whatever? Boom, she say somewhere else. She said we on it. So I'm like, check it out. Boom, I start fighting with her. They break the fight up, right? But this shit hella funny. When they break the fight up, they only grab her and they don't grab me. So when I seen all the police start rushing in. So basically in juvie, like when you get into a fight, the whole entire facility would ring. You know, and basically that means the CEOs from the front are gonna come run down to your unit. So boom, the bells start going off. I start seeing all the CEOs running. When they come into your unit, they gotta press a button to get in. So I'm seeing all them lined up, coming in ready. They come in like the FBI, the mascot. You know how to going to jail and they be outside and they surround the house. That's how they come in. I see them. I start running. I take off. I climb up the stairs and now I'm hanging on the rail. That's why y'all remember on my Instagram when that staff, when I had posted her message and she was like, I miss you, Suzanne. I remember when you used to be hanging off rails and fighting and twerking. Remember when I posted that? That was just recently. I probably was like a month ago when I had screenshot the staff. She was from my juvenile hall and she was telling me she was so proud of me, whatever. Yeah, I put it on my story. So anyways, I ran up the rail and I climbed up the ledge and then I was hanging off the rail like this. So they, you know, they don't know what to do. They never had something like that happen. You said, I remember. Bam. So when I'm hanging up on the rail like this, I got my feet on the ledge. I started twerking. I'm like that. I'm holding the rail and I'm twerking. And everybody's serious. It's all the CEOs. They like, get down on the ground. Let the rail go, get down. So I'm just hanging from the rail. And I'm like, twerking, doing hell. They're like, Brown, get on the ground. We're going to pepper spray you. But mind you, they can't pepper spray me. Because if they pepper spray me, it's going to be bad. I'm going to hurt myself. I'm going to really fall off this rail. Mind you, it's 2 stories tall. So they're like, get up, get out, get out. I'm not getting down. So I start even being hella funnier. I'm putting one leg up on the rail and I'm twerking. I'm doing hella. They're like, get down, get down. So boom, y'all know how I'm holding on the rail. They start grabbing my arm. 2 CEOs. Now they're going like this and they're trying to pull me up and I'm pulling myself back down. They're just trying to pull me. I'm screaming. I'm like, let me go. One, they got me over there. One, they got me over there. Bam. One of the CEOs, he hops the rail and he gets on the side of me and now he's pulling me up. So one got my arm, the other one got my arm. The other CEO, he climbed over the rail and now he's pushing me up to get off. They pushed me up over the rail, shackled my feet, shackled my hands, and took me to the front. And they would leave me in the front for a day. So this is what I would do, right? So the front is intake. In intake, they had like cells in intake. Do you want to know what I do to these people? I would lay on my back like this. I would lay back and I would just kick the door all day. Boom, 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 boom. Mind you, these are steel doors. And the steel doors, they hurt like a, I didn't give up. I would just boom, 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 boom. Kick the door, kick the door, kick the door, kick the door, and scream at the top of my lungs. Like, they would come to my cell and they'd be like, Brown, be quiet. Brown, you're going to be on 60-day lockdown. Be quiet. And I'd just be like, no. Kicking the door. Don't. And you know, as a kid, though, you got so much energy. It's like now I'm so lazy. Like, I could not even imagine myself doing something like that. But I was so focused. Like, I'm going to put these people, they're going to want to send me back. Because you got to think about it. They took me out the unit. So, bam, I would just lay on my back, kick the door, kick the door, kick the door. And it just would be like, boom, 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 boom. Big noises. Bitch, yep. Come in there, pepper spray me. Bam. Now I'm in the shower. That's all that motherfuckers do, pepper spray me. They pepper spray me in juvie, pepper spray me in the Y, pepper spray me. How did you get out? Did you act good? No, I never acted good. They ended up sending me to CYA. Like, my juvenile hall was bad as... I wish I could get those videos. Do y'all know if that's a thing? Like, how I could get my jail videos? I wonder if that's a... You said I watched mine all day. I wonder how I could request them to get them. Because it'd be so funny if, like, I was able to put the video on here and do a story time about it at the same time. Do foster care stories.
All right. So we heard what Stunna had to say, guys. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments. And thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.